Welcome to another episode of Historia Maxima. Let me bring you under my spell of this beautiful thing called time. Where are we today? Look behind me. What does this structure remind you of? While most of you might think we are at the Taj Mahal, you are somewhat right. We are at the Baby Taj. Baby Taj is the mausoleum of the grandfather of the lady for whom the Taj Mahal was made. This is the tomb of Itmad-ud-Daula. Ghiyasuddin Beg is what he was called. He was a Persian Amir. And why is it that Agra has this amazingly beautiful baby Taj for the man called Ghiyas Beg? The lady who commissioned this was none other than Noor Jahan, the most powerful Mughal woman, or perhaps the most powerful woman in history we know of. She commissioned this mausoleum for her father. And eventually, a lot of the members of Noor Jahan's family have been buried here, including her mother. Let's go further and see what this beautiful baby Taj has to offer us. You know, this mausoleum has two parts of Mughal architecture. The first part, which is made of red sandstone with marble designing, and the second part with marble designing and pietra dura. Now you know pietra dura as the design in which the Taj Mahal is built. So what makes Ghiyasuddin Beg's life interesting? He was exiled from Persia. He was extremely poor. In the beginning he was rich because he was a Persian Amir. But his fortunes turned and he was exiled from Persia to the extent that when Noor Jahan was born, he was thinking of leaving her alone in the desert somewhere because he couldn't afford to give her food. He was thinking of abandoning Noor Jahan on the side of the desert because he couldn't afford to feed her. A few years later, that very daughter built this marvelous, magnificent mausoleum for her father. The entire fortune of Ghiyasuddin Beg, Itmad-ud-Daula's family changed after Noor Jahan married Jahangir. And did you know that Jahangir and Noor Jahan married when Noor Jahan was 34 years old and when she was already happily married to some other guy? Before Noor Jahan had her first marriage, Jahangir wanted to marry Noor Jahan when both of them were young 18-year-olds. Ghiyasuddin Beg did not want the 18-year-old Jahangir and Noor Jahan to marry. Why? Because Jahangir's mother was Hindu, Maryam-uz-Zamani. Ghiyasuddin Beg wanted his daughter to marry a complete Muslim, not someone who was half Hindu. Little did he know that a few years later, destiny would take its course and give him the honor and privilege of having this mausoleum, of having the baby Taj. Imagine this in its heyday. Imagine this in 1628 when it was built with its shining marble and glittering colors and this intricate architecture. And imagine sunlight filtering in through directly on this grave. This would have been mesmerizing. This would have been heart-stopping. You can still see the faint blue and gold encrusted in the marble here. That's just absolute, excellent, mind-blowing aesthetic. Noor Jahan's entire family lays here, except Noor Jahan. Where is she? Where is her mausoleum? Noor Jahan's mausoleum is in Lahore, where she retired after Jahangir died and Shah Jahan took over. Noor Jahan and Shah Jahan were not exactly friends. So when Shah Jahan came to the throne, Noor Jahan retired, went to Lahore and lived a quiet life. And that's where you will find her tomb. One day if I am lucky and I go to Lahore, I promise I'll show you Noor Jahan's tomb as well. For now, let's just honor her family and her legacy in India.